whatever the body needs. If there's a proper amount of silica, it will turn into that mineral. And there's an article on the website called Transmutation. I highly recommend for any doctor who has never taught this to read it. We have thank you emails from doctors all the time. They come back and attack us and say this, this, and this, and then they thank us because they were never taught that in medical school. So it has transmutative properties. You take microplant, it will change your life, and that's all I can tell you, and that's a fact.
Definitely. And, that's one of the problems with doctors is there's so much programming going on in the medical industry. And a lot of people wonder, like, how long exactly does it take to start taking this microplant powder before you start seeing some positive effects?
Well, that's a good question. And, again, that depends on how toxic that individual is. Some people are in great shape. They feel the effect the moment they swallow it. Other people, it might take 3 weeks, a month. I don't know. It just depends on how toxic you are. If you've been treated with chemicals, if you're taking antibiotics, if you're on any kind of pharmaceutical, it would take time to really remove all that. And that's what you want to do. You want to pull it out of the body because this product has a very strong negative charge. It's like a magnet for positive toxins. And the reason, I tell you what, the reason it works is because it's a product that's right from the earth, and it's from God. There's nothing changed in it by man. The only thing we've added to it recently to make it better was Lactobacillus acidophilus in very large amounts. We put 300 billion colony-forming units in every container, which means in every tablespoon you're going to get 3 billion colony-forming units of Lactobacillus acidophilus. And you're going to rebuild that stomach flora. You're going to rebuild all the good bacteria, and you're going to rebuild your immune system, and you are going to feel the difference. I don't know of another product that has the qualities, the transmutative qualities that microplant powder has, and we're just proud to bring it to the American people and the world because we ship all over the world. We ship to every single country. And we're opening, by the way, 3 more shipping centers. So we're going to be able to get it to the customer faster and cheaper. Okay?
Definitely, definitely. We're talking to Thomas James. He is the administrative director over at HempUSA.org. We're a few seconds away from going to a break, and we're going to go into a little bit more details about all the different products sold at HempUSA.org. They have a phone number. If you would like to call them instead, that number is area code 908-691-2608. That's 908-691-2608. The website, HempUSA.org. They have live support. They're there for you. And that's what it's really about. It's really about, customer service. It's about making you happy because the customer is always right. And, if you're not happy with the product, well, then, there's no sense in going there. But these guys are all about the customer over at HempUSA.org. More with Thomas James right after this. You're listening to Freedom Files on American Freedom Radio. Halfway through the second hour, you are listening to Freedom Files live on AmericanFreedomRadio.com. We are joined once again by Thomas Adams, the administrative director over at HempUSA.org. So, Thomas, we first detoxify our body with the microplant powder. Now what do we do?
Well, first of all, let's get the name right. It's Thomas James.
What did I say?
You said Adams.
What did I say Thomas Adams for? I must have been reading.
I don't know.
I
know one thing.
That's what I was thinking of Adam. I do that. I'm sorry. It's it's late. I had a long day. Right. Sorry. Thomas James, administrative director, HempUSA.org.
We're going to get you some microplant powder right away, okay?
Yeah, it's obvious. I need something.
And listen, I got to tell you, we forgot to say this, but our microplant powder is gluten-free and anti-inflammatory, which is the biggest problem right now for people digesting their food. And gluten is a big problem because it impairs the cells from absorbing nutrients. So I want them to know that all of our products that we sell, all of them, are gluten-free. They are anti-inflammatory. And getting back to the microplant, it rehydrates the vertebrae of the spine. I forgot to tell you that last time. And there's a lot of people with spine issues, back problems. You'll see a difference, folks, if you look at this product and purchase it. You will see a difference in your life, how you feel, how you look, and it affects you mentally, emotionally, because it cleans out a lot of the heavy metals that are in our mouths for years, ever since our parents they took us to the dentist and they put the heavy metals in our teeth. Well, there's a lot of mercury in those. I've had mine removed a number of years ago, and then I started on the microplant powder, and I've never felt better. I mean, my brain now actually functions properly, and it will function that way if you detoxify. So you must detoxify. I urge you to try the microplant powder and change your life.
Yeah, definitely. I'm definitely going to do this, but we're kind of using me as kind of a guinea pig here because I'm obviously pushing 200 pounds, and we're going through these steps with me like it's me. So I'm going to try the detox. I'm going to order some soon. We're going to see what happens, and then going from detoxing, then what's next, Thomas?
Well, I would absolutely say start on our powder, seeds, and oil, because our powder, to put it to you this way, it's the highest protein powder in the world. It's up to 53% protein, which is very, very high. And the thing is, the kind of protein that's amazing in hemp is globulin edistin. 65% of the protein is globulin edistin, which is basically almost identical to blood. And it has the same attributes of blood. So it's made for the body. And if you're talking about rebuilding red blood cells and white blood cells and rebuilding the immune system again, along with the microplant powder, you're talking a power hitter here. Now, you're going to hit a home run if you do both together. So we decided to come out with a Get Well pack, and it's going to include 2 1-pounders of hemp powder, 1 1-pounder of microplant powder, and a 250 milliliter of oil, and that's going to be out next week. But most people buy 5 pounds, 10 pounds, 20 pounds, and in different areas. But we do have little packages for people that can't afford it, people that don't want to pay shipping, and people that are new to hemp and they just want to try it. But the products will change your life. They taste delicious. They're good for you. And the difference of our protein powder versus other hemp protein powders on the market is we have very proprietary things that we do to the food. What we do is we sift out a lot of the abundance of fiber, and we make it a very heavy, dense cake powder, not a flour. So our hemp powder is a cake powder, and in that process, we raise the protein content. So not only is it the best possibly grown crop in the best soil, but it's got the highest protein value, highest nutrient value of any hemp. So with what we do to it, we believe it's the best hemp protein powder you can put in your system. So I just want to let people know that they cannot get it at the food store.
Excellent. And powder seeds, you do it the same way as the microplant powder. You just mix it in orange juice or water or whatnot.
Yes, and you can mix them together. I have people that mix them together. We were going to come out with a product that was going to be half hemp, half microplant powder, but because of the different oil levels and the different moisture levels of the product, it did not work. But they can buy it and mix themselves together and have it as a product with any kind of liquid. You can put it in your shakes together. People love our products together mixed. Everything mixes together well and tastes delicious.
Awesome. Moving on now from powdered seeds and oil, what else do we have to put into our bodies to help get us on the road towards recovery and becoming as healthy as we possibly can be?
Oh, goodness, there's so many products. I would probably recommend another thing which is really good that we sell is our magnesium, our liquid topical magnesium spray, which is 46 magnesium chloride, 46%. And if you read a lot of the books that are out there now, the best way to get magnesium into the body is through the skin. That's the best way to get it into the cells. So we have magnesium topical oil that you can just rub all over your skin. You can rub it on the tops of your feet, rub it on areas that have issues with skin issues, maybe Maria psoriasis, things like that are an issue and you can't seem to get relief. Well, the magnesium oil will really help. We also have magnesium bath crystals. It's called Bath and Mineral Soak, and that's also magnesium chloride. You could put that in your bath water and soak in the tub for an hour, and you feel like $1 million. It relaxes the body, it opens the pores, and it helps the body detox. And and they're all from the Dead Sea. They're all natural. They're all organic. If you like the word organic, I say natural. But you'll see a difference in your skin by using that. I mean, we have customers that buy cases and cases from us and keep it in their storage shelter because it will not go bad. It has a 100-year shelf life. A lot of our products do. A microplant, by the way, has a 100-year shelf life. You don't have to worry about it going bad. You don't have to worry about storing it in cold or hot weather. It's sealed and it is good. So it's wonderful for a storage shelter. We could also talk about, storable food later if you'd like.
Definitely. Let's talk about, while we're on that subject, let's talk about that, Thomas, because that's one thing that a lot of people are having to do now because they don't know what the future is. Are we in a recession? Are we in depression? What the hell's going on? People are planning ahead. They're starting to put food aside. What are some storable products that you guys sell at HempUSA.org, and what are some recommendations you have towards because a lot of people are novices at all this. They're having to learn as they go.
Yeah, no, I understand. Well, what I want to tell everybody right now is it wasn't raining when Noah built the ark, okay? And we do have to plan ahead. And if it took the belief of 8 people to repopulate the earth, I think that's a lot. So we should really kind of look back at the past at these people and say, God gave me a brain. Let me think about this. If there is no food, since it doesn't grow on the store shelves, it's got to be trucked in, and the government controls the trucking system. What happens if we run out of food? Don't you think it's good to have some in reserve, especially for a large family and children? Well, that's what we recommend. And we recommend everyone going out, buying a vacuum packaging machine. They're about $100. And you can vacuum package anything from 1 pound all the way up probably to 10 pounds of our products, and it seals it. It pulls out about 98% of the oxygen. It makes it rock hard, and any of the products we have can be vacuum packaged. And they will last anywhere from 3 to 10 years, depending on how cool it is, but mainly keeping it dry in a dark place and cool, dark, and dry. And you'll get many, many years out of these products.
It's just like that, Traveling Wilburys song, cool, dry place.
Yeah, right. We could play that later.
Yeah, definitely.
But I really believe in vacuum packaging. I really believe in storing food. You don't have to go crazy. A 3-month supply, a 6-month supply. I just had a guy in Montana buy a 4-year supply. He bought 2 pallets of our products. But we sell to all kinds of people that are concerned about the future. And it's just something that I really think is imminent, that it will happen. I'm not being a doomsayer, but I think it doesn't hurt to plan ahead. And if something does go wrong, you have food, and you could live on our hemp with just water if you had to, worst case scenario. But say it doesn't happen. Say everything is fine. I mean, you could just rotate the food back into your food supply and not lose a penny. So it's really a smart way to spend your money.
Yeah, definitely. I mean that's one of the things you have to realize, folks, is that when it hits the fan, so to speak, you're going to need to have food. You're going to need to have water, obviously. If you don't have food and water, in a lot of situations, all the money you have in the world isn't really going to mean diddly. Even if you've been stockpiling on gold and silver, what's going to be more important? Some lump of gold and silver, which is good to have, or food, which you can eat and survive another day off of.
That's exactly right. Matter of fact, I think it's Ezekiel 9:27. I forget. It's on our website. Talks about they'll be throwing their gold and silver in the streets to fill their bellies. So obviously food will be your greatest asset. There's no doubt about it. Food will be your greatest asset. And we highly recommend people storing up on the hemp protein foods. The seeds are incredible, James. One handful of our hemp seeds, whether they're salted or unsalted, okay, will give the body all the nutrients it needs for a 24-hour period. You show me another food that does that, and I'll come on your show and I'll do 5 hours, okay? And I mean that. You show me a food as densely nutrient as this food that we sell, and I'm going to tell you, I'll carry it, but I don't think there is any.